Okay, class, and our last example is a number line, and this again is another math multiplication strategy that you can use when you're working on your multiplication problems. In this example, we see a lot of oranges at the bottom, and we see a number line. And based on the strategies we discussed, we can either count all the oranges to get our answer, or we can look at the different groups and how many oranges are in each group, or as this example shows us, we can use a number line. So let's use a number line to get the answer to this multiplication question. So we have 4 oranges in each group and we have 3 groups. So we know our factors are 3 times 4. Is that right, Tiara? That is correct. So using the number line, we would start at 0 and we would count 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, our factors are 3 and 4. So if we're counting by 4, how many times do we need to count on the number line? That is correct, Matthew. 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 times 4 totals 12. That is correct, Emma. 12 is correct. So 12 is our answer or our product. That is correct, DJ. Or we can use addition. As our example explains, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Or, as our example shows, we can use a number line to work out our multiplication problem. Now, Mrs. Tina, our teacher assistant, she's going to pass out this multiplication worksheet. I want you guys to practice, 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 and practice some more your multiplication timetables. You will learn your timetables and commit them to your memory, and they'll start running around, and you may feel like you're having a math attack, but just like the little girl in our story, it started to click. She started to understand and memorize and know that 7 times 10 was 70. That is correct, Luke. So you can work independently, meaning by yourself if you want, or you can work with another student. But I want you guys to work on this multiplication table. Does everyone have a multiplication table worksheet? All right, go ahead and get started. I'll give you maybe a minute or 2 minutes. Talk amongst each other, work alone, and what I want you to do is start filling in the boxes. This worksheet is for you. It's going to help you to practice to learn your multiplication timetables. And you may not get it done while we're in class, but you will be able to take it home so you can practice. So what I want to do is go over maybe 1 or 2 with you, and then I'll let you guys work to make sure you understand the worksheet. And then we're going to continue on with our last objective in this lesson, that you will need to learn how to verify and answer your multiplication problems based on the different strategies we've discussed. So, Matthew, I want you to pick 2 numbers and let's determine the answer. And our 2 numbers are what? Factors. That is correct. And the answer is a product. Okay, Matthew. Matthew said 5 times 1 equals 5. Yes, that is correct. He remembered anything You times by 1, meaning any number is going to be that number. So at the top, you see where it has the number 1. And then on my left, your right, you see the number 5. So 5 times 1, you would put a 5 in that box. Because 5 times 1 is 5. Yes, Kevin, you can do the next one. Okay, Kevin said we're going to do 3 times 1. So 3 at the top and 1 to my left, your right. 3 times 1 equals 3. Okay, Linda. Linda said we're going to do 5 times 5. So 5 times 5, and in that box, what is the answer, Linda? Yes, the factors are 5 and 5, and the product is 25. Great job. Okay, students, I'll give you a minute. Work together or by yourself. Answer a couple of more, and then we're going to move forward. All right, let's move forward and continue learning about multiplication. So what I want to know now is, does anyone have any questions or comments regarding all the information we went over in the lesson today? Okay, Luke. Luke wants to know if a factor and a product could be the same number. So let's use an example. Yes, Luke, you can give the example. Okay, Luke says 6 times 6 equals 36. So our factors are the same, 6 and 6, but our answer is not the same, right? Right, Luke, it does have a 6 in it, but you're correct. That answer is 36. Yes, Miss Tierra, what's your question? Tierra wanted to make sure she understood that factors are numbers and the product is the answer when you use multiplication. So the numbers in your multiplication problems, they are called factors. The answer that you get when you multiply your numbers, that is the product. So for example, 3 times 3 equals 9. The factors are 3 and 3. The product is 9. Another example, 1 times 12 is 12. The factors, that is correct, Linda, 1 and 12. And the product, or the answer, is 12. Does anyone else have any questions? Any comments? Oh, that's so nice, Christian. You said you were having a math attack, but it's going to click as you practice. That's correct. So it's a lot of numbers, and they may be rattling around in your head like the little girl in the book. And she had a math attack, and she saw numbers everywhere. As you practice, you'll see numbers and write numbers, but you will slowly and gradually begin to learn your multiplication tables. And like the little girl, you will learn what 7 times 10 is, which is 70. That is correct. Now we're going to watch another video that tells us about the strategies to solve multiplication.
Using strategies. Our objective is we will learn strategies to use when multiplying numbers to find products. How to multiply. Multiply groups together, groups of find a total. So what we'll do is we'll take groups that have the same number. We will combine them together to find out how many we have all together. There are three parts to a multiplication sentence. You take a look right here, we have a multiplication sentence. 4 times 3 equals 12. Well, this first number, the 4, is what we call a factor. The second number that we have is also called a factor. That 3 is a factor. And then the 12, which is our answer, that's known as the product. And the best way to read a multiplication sentence is to read it like this. There are 3 groups of 6 pieces. So we have 18 altogether. But the first factor tells us that how many groups we have. The second factor tells us how many pieces are in each group. And then the product tells us how many pieces we have all together. The first factor, like I just said, the first factor in a multiplication sentence tells us how many groups we have. Here we have 4 groups. The second factor in a multiplication sentence tells us how many pieces are in each group. So here we have 3 pieces in each of those groups. And the product in a multiplication sentence tells us how many pieces we have all together. We have 12 pieces all together. The best strategy for multiplying numbers is to memorize your multiplication facts. Practice. Spend time learning those multiplication facts so you have them right off the top of your head. You know that 2 times 2 is 4 and 9 times 7 is 63. You have to practice to get those down. Alright, let's review. Multiplication is combining equal groups together. The parts of a multiplication sentence are factors and the product. You usually have 2 factors and then you have a product, which is the answer. And there are 4 strategies to help with multiplication, and they are arrays, equal groups, repeated addition, and number lines. For other videos and ideas, please visit Mr. Pearson Teaches 3rd Grade.blogspot.com.
All right, we have come to the completion of our lesson, and we've learned about factors and products. We've learned about multiplication strategies to solve multiplication problems, and we've learned about using those same strategies to verify that our answers are correct. We are now ready to answer some questions and turn in our multiplication exit ticket. Okay, we have 4 questions that I would like for you to answer on your exit ticket, and I will go over the questions and then I will be quiet and I will let you complete your answers. Okay, you're going to identify the factors in this multiplication problem. You're going to tell me what the product is. You're going to review these multiplication strategies and let me know if you can use them to solve multiplication problems and verify that your answers are correct. And the number 4, the last one, you're going to answer questions 1 through 5. Once you complete your multiplication exit ticket, Mrs. Tina will pass out your homework and you will complete your homework. And what does it take? Practice. And you will turn it in to me next week. All right, let's get started on our exit ticket for multiplication. Great job, everyone.